Good morning, boys and girls. Miss Fogelman here for your reading lesson. All right, let me share my screen. All righty, so our learning target today is that I can compare and contrast the most important points presented by two texts on the same topic. Yesterday, we read about clownfish and lionfish and found things that were the same and different between them. Today, the first thing we're going to be doing is watching a Brain Pop video all about comparing and contrasting.
Draw about it.
Let me turn that down. All right.
Wow, did you know that the bull shark has 50 rows of teeth? Bull sharks use their sharp teeth to bite and tear fish, turtles, and other prey. When a tooth breaks, another one moves into its place. You're reading about dolphins? Cool! Dolphins also have sharp teeth. But unlike bull sharks, they don't use them to tear their food. Instead, dolphins grab and swallow their prey whole. You're right, Moby. Sharks and dolphins are alike in some ways, and different in others. Looks like we need to play Sharks versus Dolphins! How do you compare? When you compare, you show how two or more things are alike. You describe how they're similar. Let's see. Guitars and basses are musical instruments. They both have strings and a neck. A guitar can be very loud. A bass can be too. When you compare things, you think about what they have in common. All right, Moby, are you ready to play Sharks versus Dolphins? Here we go. How are sharks and dolphins alike? Right, they're both animals. Yes, sharks can live in the ocean, and dolphins can too. What else do they have in common? Think about how they look and act. Both animals can be gray and white. Yep, they're predators. That means both sharks and dolphins hunt other animals for food. Certain clue words let you know that two or more things are being compared. The words like, alike, same, also, two, both, similar, in common, and the same as can signal comparisons. Now it's time for round 2. How are dolphins and sharks different? How do you contrast? When you contrast, you show how two or more things are different. You describe how things are not alike. Let's see. That guitar has 6 strings, but the bass has 4 strings. The guitar can play high notes. However, the bass plays much lower notes. Are you ready? Let's play Sharks versus Dolphins! Okay, Moby, how are sharks and dolphins different? Right, Moby. Sharks are fish, but dolphins are mammals. Right again. Dolphins and sharks breathe differently. Sharks breathe through gills, while dolphins use lungs to breathe. You're on a roll, Moby. Sharks make no sound. Dolphins, on the other hand, click, squeak, and whistle. They use these sounds to communicate and find their way around. Certain clues let you know that two or more things are being contrasted. The words different, differ, difference, unlike, although, even though, instead, however, and, on the other hand, can signal that the writer is pointing out differences. How do you compare and contrast when you read? When you read, think about how the characters, setting, and other parts of the story are alike and different. In The Ants and the Grasshopper, the ants work hard to collect food for the winter, but the grasshopper relaxes and plays. When winter comes, the grasshopper runs out of food. How are the characters alike? How are they different? You can use a Venn diagram to compare and contrast. A Venn diagram is a graphic organizer that shows how two or more things are alike and different. Let's see. The ants are organized, responsible, and they work hard. The grasshopper is lazy, relaxed, and likes to goof off. You write how the characters are alike and the spot where the circles overlap. Both the ants and the grasshopper are insects. They also need to eat to survive. When you compare and contrast characters, you think about them more deeply. This helps you understand the story better. That was a fun game, Moby. You won! Right, your prize. A fork.
All right, so that's just to give you an idea of all the things that we can compare and contrast. Today, I'm going to read to you all about tornadoes and staying safe. And then in Shobi, I want you to identify the important points in each passage and then how they are the same and different. All right, so the first passage is called All About Tornadoes. A tornado is a type of storm that can cause a lot of damage. It is a rotating column of air that spins. It can spin at speeds of up to 300 miles per hour. They usually form from thunderstorms. They occur when moist, warm air meets cool, dry air. This makes the atmosphere unstable. Then the wind speeds can increase and cause a spinning cone of air. They sometimes look like a funnel. You can see that in the picture right here. They can break out windows or tear off the roof. They can even pick up cars and rip up trees. You need to get to shelter during a tornado. The best places are basements or cellars. You can also go into middle rooms without windows. Okay, so I would say the most important point in this text is that a tornado is a storm that can cause a lot of damage. And all the details in the passage are all about the damage that the tornadoes can cause. The next one is called Staying Safe. Tornadoes are very dangerous and can cause a lot of damage. If you want to stay safe during a tornado, follow these procedures. Go to the lowest level of the building you are in. Choose a room in the interior or middle of the building that doesn't have any windows, like a bathroom or a closet. Duck and cover, meaning you should crouch down on the ground and cover your head with your arms. You can also cover yourself with a heavy blanket for extra protection. If you can't get to a building, crouch, duck, and cover in a low-lying ditch or low-lying area. Do not stay in your car during a tornado. And I would say that the biggest idea out of this passage would be that there are many things you can do to keep yourself safe during a tornado. All right, so in Show Me today, you are going to write down the 2 important points we just discussed. And then I want you to talk about how the point that the author makes in the tornado passage is the same and different as the passage called Staying Safe. If you need to, come back to the recording or the video and listen to it again. All right, that's all I have for you today. Have a good day.